Welcome to Third Coast Sports TV. I'm your host, Wink. Talk sports, love sports, enjoy sports. Today we will be discussing the Houston Texans will let Carlos Hyde test the free agent market. I believe his production for the Houston Texans, as far as they were concerned, was not outstanding enough to retain him for the next couple of years, and they probably feel that they'll be able to get a suitable replacement in the draft and or the free agent market. So we will be discussing this topic in just a few minutes. I will allow you guys to go ahead and get on here so we can discuss today's sports topic. Tay Hill, what's good? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as you come on in. Jabari Mayo, what's good? Paul Ball Production. This is a bad day. We're gonna see. Doobie J, what's good? DeMarcus Johnson, what's good? Y'all make sure y'all smashing that like button as you come on in and show that love so we can get these videos out. The sooner I get this video done, the next video I'll be able to do and talk about Jaleel Adai and his impact and what he was able to do, because I won't be discussing that in this video. We're going to discuss Carlos Hyde and what he was able to do, with his football team, his impact, and maybe some reasons why they didn't re-sign him. JPEG, Young Poppy, Danny MTZ, DeMarcus, Cayman Jones, Diesel, Ashmel, what's good? Hey man, they doing everything they can to lowball dudes, so they already showing a pattern with their own guys. So what makes you think that they finna go out and go get the best guys in free agency? B Shell, what's good? See y'all flying on in here, but we're gonna go ahead and get go ahead and get into this video, because I'm gonna try to keep it at 10 minutes to shorten these videos up, because I'm gonna be dropping any Texans news. I will be dropping videos instantly. All the dialogue was good. So Carlos Hyde, he was with this team. He got signed to the roster, right before the season. We traded a 4th round pick to the Browns to get him. He came in, and right off the bat, you seen Carlos Hyde putting in work, and you felt like he was going to be the type of back that Bill O'Brien needed going forward with the 1-2 punch that he had between he and Duke Johnson. He was more of the primary back who was running the ball. He finished his season with 1,070 yards. He ended up having 4.4 yards a carry. 4.4 yards a carry. He had 4 fumbles that he lost, which is the main reason why I believe that he was cut. He only caught 10 passes for 42 yards, and he only had 4.2 yards, in the air when he was receiving the ball. And he had some pretty long, explosive runs. He had a 52-yard run, some 40-yard runs, a bunch of 20-yard runs that he was able to get on the ground for the Houston Texans. And he was very reliable on third down when he was able to run the rock. He was very decisive. He had a good ability with this O-line to be able to read the blocks, be able to see a crease, get through the holes, and attack it. And he was running some dudes over in his time while he was here. He gave out some pretty good stiff arms. He was able to shake dudes in the open field. And at the second level, he was hard to bring down. So it's just one of these things where I think the main reason why he's being cut is because they feel that they could get somebody who's a bit more explosive. They probably feel like they're going to do a few more things to revamp the O-line to get it more up to stuff as far as the interior is concerned, because right guard is still an issue. And with the running backs that we have coming out, I'm looking at guys like Cam Akers from Florida State, and that man was putting in some serious work against Florida and a few other teams when I was watching his highlight videos. So you guys be on the lookout, because I will be pumping out, as far as, I'm not going to do a full mock draft. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do positions of need, and those are the only players that I'm going to end up talking about when it comes to the mock drafts for the Houston Texans. It's no sense in I'll end up doing a mock draft and talking about what exactly I'm going to end up picking up as far as the needs go. But back to Carlos Hyde, I really feel like the primary reason for him being released and him not getting the contract, and I see Ashmel just dropped the number in here saying that they were going to get this man $3 million a season to run the ball, for the Houston Texans. That's nowhere near enough. Berkeley Boss, Trill, Roman, Ashmel, what's going on with all y'all? Yeah, it's just one of these things, man, where Jesus, Charles Montgomery, what's good? It's just one of these things where, yeah, $3 million a season. That's what he just said. That's ridiculous. He was looking at 9 a year. So you saying they were gonna give him a 3-year contract and he was gonna end up making up 9 a year and he turned that down? Wow, he's an idiot. If that was the case, then I don't feel too sorry for him if he felt like he was gonna get over that. We could pick up Melvin Gordon. But I'm not sure, so don't quote me. I don't want that to be in quotes. But if you're saying that he got a 3-year deal and he was going to end up getting paid $9 million a season, he's absolutely ridiculous if he thought that his production this season, especially with especially with what he wasn't able to do when he was receiving the ball. When you catch 10 balls, when you get the ball thrown to you 16 times, you catch it 10 times, you have a 4.2 yard per catch average, and the most you can get is 42 yards. That's not good enough. And when they're looking at running backs, they want to look at what running backs who can do everything. 11-18 Dub, what's good? I don't fuck with Bill. You can do that. You can have that. You buy your lonesome on that. Berkeley Boss. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, I got a video that I actually got to look at with him because I was looking at a corner. I was looking at receivers. So it's a lot of things that I was doing before I even got into these videos. I just figured it was approaching that time, so I was going to go ahead and get some videos out because this will be my respective time where I start doing my live streams. And I'm going to try to keep them as short as I possibly can. When it's, really big topics, then I'll try to keep those videos. Those videos will probably be the hour-long videos, kind of like how we doing the sauce. But I'm going to try to keep my videos relegated between 5 to 10 minutes because this video is not going to be that much longer because Carlos Hyde, he only had 1 season and unlike Jonathan Joseph, he had numerous years. He had a bunch of games. But, a few games that really stand out for Carlos Hyde are definitely his game against the Jags in London. Definitely his game against the... Definitely his game against the Chiefs, the first Chiefs game. What other games could I say? His Atlanta game was pretty good. As the second half of the season really started approaching, they stopped really giving him the ball. They really was taking away, and they started using Duke Johnson in the running game a bit more. So I think Bill O'Brien really didn't know how he wanted to utilize that, and he had no real way to impact that because they had a certain play. It was like an inside split play that he would always run to the edge, and it was like a money play for Carlos Hyde. They stopped running that play for some reason. Have no idea why they did that. It was working. He was able to find creases, cut back very well. But I think there are an abundance of talented guys that are in free agency and that also stated in the draft. So I think you can really kick the tires on them, and they probably feel like they like when Tywan Jones. They probably feel that they want to elevate him in some capacity, whether that be return roles, whether he actually gets some action with Tim Kelly and his new scheme. So we're just going to be on the lookout. But that's all I have on this video when it comes to Carlos Hyde. I wish him well on his next team. I think this was his 5th team in the last 4 or 5 years or so. So hopefully a team, takes a chance on him, give this man a job. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this video to a close because I got another video I got to bring to you with Jalil Adai, what his impact was, what he was able to do with this football team, how they got him involved, and where does he look going forward. Welcome to Third Coast Sports TV. I'm your host, Wink. Talk sports, love sports, enjoy sports. You enjoy your day.